Hello and good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever it is for you. Recently, folks asked me what my story was in regards to Andy Signor and Popcorn Planet. I pointed them to my backstory playlist where I was going over my blog posts from the time. I never actually finished, and I didn't re-up my website, so I'm kind of SOL. Since I'm too lazy to go back and check what I've already said, I'll just lay it all out here. Hi, my name is Laura R., aka Belle, and I am a survivor of Popcorn Planet. I am a 58-year-old married mom of one adult son. This is a very old picture of me. I found Popcorn Planet during the Gabby Petito stuff. At first, I kept to myself, although I engaged in chat. Live streams were new to me, and I hadn't actually chatted in ages, so it was a bit of fun for me. While others had come online due to AOL, way back in the day, I got a deal for MSN in October of 2000. So I chatted and engaged in their communities/groups. I managed a few, co-managed a few more, and assisted in many, including the largest help group begun by MSN itself, Community Feedback. Now, for whatever reason, I bought my first ever YouTube membership for Popcorn Planet. I don't know, maybe because of slow mode? I don't really remember. During the first members-only live stream, of the very few that were offered during my 5 months of tenure, someone who would later become a friend realized she was in an abusive situation. I watched as people rallied around her, finding resources, etc. I was in awe. The next day, I finally joined the public community Telegram chat to check on her. It had been a while since I'd allowed this level of internet intimacy. I've been burned many, many times in the past, mostly in MSN groups/chat. I remained cautious as I got to know people. Andy encouraged members to share social media handles in order to get to know each other better. I'm not sure if he still does that anymore because, ironically, he later told one of us ex-mods that we had, quote, no right to make friends within, quote, his community. I had a Facebook I rarely posted on, had deserted Twitter long ago, and never had an Instagram. I rectified the latter two fairly quickly. I'd also abandoned my website blog, and it would be a bit before I got back to it, first choosing to write on my Facebook page. I watched some of Andy's playlists on folks like Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, and Johnny Depp. I sought out Guest's channel and watched their videos/playlists. I felt like I'd come alive again, doing research and writing. Andy put out a call asking if people would like to join his headlines group, saying we'd be educated in how YouTube functions and how to work on news stories. I was curious on the YouTube stuff, but the story thing, that really interested me. So I proved that I was a, quote, real person by giving Andy all of my socials, a link to my website, etc., and voila, I was in. As it turns out, there would be no education, at least not until after I left. I heard he finally had one members live hosted by Steph, the Alter Nerd. We were just informed that we would copy and paste links to articles in a daily document sorted by genre and subject. Andy would pick what he wanted to read aloud and give his thoughts on the subject. Give his thoughts about it on a daily live stream. I have a whole article, A Day in the Life of a Headlines team member for Andy Signor and Popcorn Planet on my locals for the nitty-gritty. I'll put a link in the description below. It was all rather boring, to be honest. Since Andy periodically finds new folks to volunteer, I thought the ones before me had also gotten bored and left. That may well be true, but it's not why I left. In December of 2021, to my chagrin, a wrench was bestowed upon me. It was made out to be this big honor. I'd already been made a moderator on Stuff the Alternate's channel, so I had an idea of what it entailed. Still, as a quote baby mod, I would have been left to my own devices had one of the head mods at the time not taken me under her wing. We've been friends ever since. Now being entrenched in the community, I started to notice little things that struck me as discordant. I kind of thought that when I graduated to the quote big mods group, I'd have a better understanding. As it turns out, that would never happen. What did happen is that someone decided that taking and sharing what was said in private chats and tattling to Andy and company was a good thing to do. To me, this is middle school bullshit. I've since come to understand that Andy pretty much encourages this type of behavior. It all came to a head on Sunday, February 13th, 2022. My mentor, the head mod that took me under her wing, and I were posting a link to one of the other head mod's channels during one of his quote subathons. Suddenly, my posts were being deleted in Nerd Report's public Telegram chat. An announcement was made that only links to Popcorn Planet, Stuff the Alternate, Jody's Corner, and Nerd Report were all that would be allowed. I questioned that as the mod that was having the subathon, the one I was posting the links to, was a longtime friend and supporter of Andy and company. Then the tattler made her presence known. Things like slander and mass walkout were tossed around. I found myself removed from Nerd Report's chat after asking questions. I guess the tattler posted a lengthy "I am so-and-so, hear me roar" post. Posted a lengthy post. Well, whatever, okay. After I was booted. Now, she DM'd me saying that I was fine, she wasn't talking about me. Well, alrighty then. A couple of others who were also booted out were made to apologize to Lewis. I don't know why, since he was in the wrong, in my opinion. They were invited back but turned down the invitation. I made no apologies, wasn't asked to, and didn't intend to. I talked with the head mod of mods. I sent an email to Andy and Steph, and that email is posted on my locals, again linked below. All to little avail. Andy did DM me with platitudes, but we never really spoke. He and his mod of mods are really good at circular conversations. Andy checked in on me a couple of other times. We good? Yeah, sure, whatever. A few "I appreciate yous" were also tossed in. I actually did talk to some who are on the receiving end of the blame from the aforementioned tattler. I heard tears and my heart hurt. The mama bear in me broke loose and I rampaged on Twitter and my blog. It would be a while before I was given a glimpse into the insidious depravity behind Popcorn Planet. With the ladies now coming forward, all of you now do too, if you choose to look and actually see. Now, if you see this or that, after I was Laura R, aka Bell, I just dropped the Laura R part and became simply Bell. So these are the icons you will see by my name. And this is digital art created by me. Anyway, so to Britt, to Nicole, to the others, whether you choose to speak out or not, you have my unending support. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I wish you all much peace and love. And thank you.